Good evening, everyone. Dr. James here. Well, actually, Dr. Sissy Boy here, inviting you to Friday night's show of Sissy Boy. I invite you to come see me do my one-man show, one night only, live and online. So whether you can get to the center or just sit in front of your TV and watch me, I invite you to come be part of this experience. So I want to tell you how this happened. A number of years ago, I told Kevin how much I wanted to do a one-man show about masculinity and what it was like to grow up with the imposter syndrome, having this masculine world to live in, but feeling like I didn't belong. And so he went to one of our galas, put up this sign, which is a picture of me from one of our cruises, and said, "Be the first to see the sneak peek of Dr. James Mellon's new creation." He sold the evening out, and then I had to write Sissy Boy. And I did. And this was an idea of Nora's. She said, "Dad, why don't you do for the poster, why don't you do a tea party? I'll give you my dolls. We'll set up the whole tea party." So she set this whole picture up with a photographer, and that became the poster for Sissy Boy that we did. So in the show, I talk about what it's like to be a Catholic boy in grade school, trying to figure out yourself and trying to figure out this thing called God. I also talk about what it was like being bullied all through grade school. And then high school, I talk about what it was to be a heartthrob, because by the time I got to the end of high school, I had won the David Cassidy lookalike contest, and girls loved me because I could dance, I could sing, I could make them laugh. So I have a whole section on what that was like, coming into an understanding of my sexuality and being one thing on the outside and another thing on the inside. And then I talk about going to college and finding my way to downtown Philadelphia to the drag bars, where I ended up becoming the choreographer for a number of their songs and dances. This one was Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, sung by Marilyn Monroe and Carol Channing in this competition. It was fabulous, really funny, and I get to do it in my show. And then, of course, yes, I will talk about West Side Story. There I am, front and center. I will talk about my relationship with Jerome Robbins and what it felt like to play this butch, masculine, hot gang leader, and then go home every night feeling like I was an imposter. So I want to talk about that. And the musical that I wrote, my very first musical, An Unfinished Song. And An Unfinished Song was the first show that I did with Kevin. The two of us producing that show together. That's a picture of us very young. Many other things are coming up. I talk about AIDS and what it was like to grow up through that, to navigate the loss of my best friend. I talk about having cancer. I talk about losing my daughter. So much. But I want to say this. This is a fun evening of theater with a lot of introspection about what the science of mind and what this philosophy has brought to my life. So not only is it fun and you'll come and you'll laugh yourself silly, but I think you'll go away with some ideas that I want to share with you. So Friday night, here it is, 7:30 in Westlake Village, Sissy Boy, one night only. You can come live or you can see it online. Hope you'll join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a great day. Namaste.